Welcome to Distorted Realities. Here are your hosts, Jay Rock and Frank Walls. Remember, discuss the unknown and discover your truths.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Distorted Realities and happy Halloween week to all of you. I hope you got a lot of goodies this week. And I'm Jay Rock. I'm here with none other than the Man of Steel himself, Superman, because Frank Wall's alter ego took over this weekend. So yeah, great week. We have a jam-packed show today.
Did you saw Freddy Krueger?
Did I see Freddy Krueger? No, I did not. However, I heard he left a message for me.
Yeah.
He did, right? So why don't we check? So we had Freddy Krueger send me a message.
That's very
All
important.
right, yeah, it was interesting. But let's listen up and see what he has to say.
Hi, Jay Rock. This is Freddy Krueger. Don't go to sleep.
I guess it's gonna be a long night for me.
Don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep.
Don't go to sleep. So yeah, it's been an interesting week, hasn't it?
Yeah.
How you feeling? Because I know you were sick.
Well, I feel way better. I'm not like 100% yet, but I'm almost like 85%.
Well, I mean, you got the wig, you got the
Yeah.
suit.
Getting
You look
better.
like you're ready to take over.
The
and,
kryptonite, man. The kryptonite messed me up.
Yeah, I mean, but the old Puerto Rican solution always comes in hand. Coffee and Vicks Vaporub, ladies and gentlemen.
Remember to go to the YouTube store here in our channel, and you can get our blend of the Jetty coffee and the cocoa coffee.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So with that, let's go to the Reaper and let him speak on this merch stuff, and then we'll talk about it real quick, and we'll move on to the show. And let's do it.
Bring it on.
Hello, this is Mr. Reaper here. Check out the merch at the Distorted Realities Printify page. You can see the link below. And if you go to TikTok, you can also see a store there. I highly advise that you look at the merch. Consider purchase something. I'll see you soon.
All right. So that's Mr. Reaper. And just a quick rundown. If you're interested in getting merch, you can go to https://distorted-realities-shop.printify.me/products. That's going to change really soon to a shorter, more condensed version of it. We do have the TikTok store at our Distorted Reality stream page, and you can buy merch there. We have new shirts coming up.
It's free shipping, right?
Free shipping on TikTok.
On
So
TikTok,
that's
yeah.
right. That's right. So support the channel, support us, buy some merch, and you should be good. All right. With that being said, just something to bear in mind. All of you that are watching on YouTube, if you have a Twitch account, you can also go to the Distorted Reality stream on Twitch. Or if you have a Kick account, you can go to Kick and look at Distorted Realities there. We're streaming live at all three channels. We're going to make it a fourth soon, or we might get away from Kick depending on the viewership and support, which right now doesn't look too friendly. But for everybody else, you know where you are. You know what the channel's at, and thank you so much as always.
You know where to find us, and you know where to see us.
So wait, I want to my
Yeah.
promo.
Go ahead.
Turn off the Printify. If you have a story you want to tell or an experience you want to share, you can send us an email at contact@thedistortedrealities.com. Again, contact@thedistortedrealities.com. You can tell us your story. We can turn it into an AI video, or we can interview you and do both. So please, shoot us an email. Does that sound
Beautiful.
amazing, isn't it?
Hollywood style.
Almost there, right?
Yep.
All right, so that's the contact information. So feel free to contact us. And always remember that subscribing to the channel is not enough. We need as much ratings as possible. So if you're a fan of Distorted Realities, or if you're watching the show periodically, do me a favor.
Hit like and subscribe. And don't forget to follow us on TikTok Instagram, and all the platforms that we are. Okay, so
Yeah. We've come a long way,
we are.
and I think we're doing better. Today's there's no adventures today because we were working on this trailer we've been dying to build, and I think we did it some justice, right?
Jackpot.
Yeah, jackpot, which we'll reveal later. We will reveal later on. But we'll go back into more adventures in the coming weeks. Share the experience with Saint Augustine and the like, and yeah, we have a lot going on.
A lot.
So our AI videos are getting better.
Way better.
A lot of good critique about the comic book cover. Shout out to Coral.
Yeah.
A lot of good criticism about the audio, the musicality. Alex, thank you. Shout out to both of you. You're amazing
Shout out to you
talents.
guys. Yeah.
The AI team wouldn't be as good if it wasn't for you guys.
You guys are you are one of the pillars of this channel. I just want to let you know that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
but
From the bottom of my heart.
yes, from the bottom of our hearts and his kryptonite,
There you go.
because Superman doesn't have a heart.
There you go.
All right, so with that, I think that we should go to my favorite segment, and today is super special because this person is our number one fan.
Really?
Yeah, she holds a special place
I
in
know.
my heart. She holds a special place in your
Oh, yeah.
heart.
I
Not
know.
your kryptonite, but in your heart.
In my real heart.
So, without further ado, our fan of the week is Janet, aka my mother.
This one right here?
Yeah,
No, wrong one.
you changed the pitch. It's this one. There you go. All right. So,
There you go.
so why is it important? My mom is a diehard horror fanatic, and in my childhood, I remember us buying, and they don't make these anymore, but we used to go and buy like $2 worth of vanilla pudding pie that was made by Hostess and another company called Ferrara Pan. And we would watch horror movies together, and she is a diehard fan of zombies. And
She loves zombies.
Oh, she
Oh, yeah.
is a zombie fanatic.
Moonbase.
Z. She's waiting for Mars. Coming soon. Coming soon, Mom. But yeah, she watches the show religiously. And again, who would I be if it wasn't for her?
Exactly.
And any person who has a mother, who would you be without them, right? So,
Nobody.
Mom, this show is for you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything. Love you always, and will forevermore love you. Your son, J-Rock.
She was the one that used to rub Vicks on your chest
Yeah, when I
when
was
you
sick,
were
right?
sick, right?
She had the magic chancleta too.
There you go.
So, for those of you who are not from the Hispanic culture, Hispanic women have this innate ability to not miss when they throw their sandals at their children.
Mm-hmm.
It was the most amazing form of discipline that you can acquire. But we turned out better for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's good. So kudos to Mom. Thank you for being our number one fan. Thank you for being an everyday supporter. And we hope that we're making you proud.
Yeah.
All right. So now it's time to turn our attention to Mr. Valentine.
Yes, bring it on. Mr. Valentine has
This kid is doing great things, let me tell you.
I like it. I like it.
I mean,
For
the
real.
quality of his work is getting so much better. I mean, it's putting my show to shame.
The articulation.
It's putting our show to shame. We need to
Yeah.
start leveling up. So, but anyways, Mr. Valentine, we're turning it over to you.
Greetings and salutations, friends. My name is Mr. Valentine, and welcome back to another episode of Mr. Valentine's 5 freakishly frightening facts, featuring one of my Halloween costumes. Happy Halloween, folks. Let's get started. Fact number 1. A species known as the box jellyfish contains 24 functional eyes with their own unique feature. Wonder if they can tell us apart from food. Fact number 2. The former Roman dictator Julius Caesar recounts chopping the hands off his enemies. Historians thought this was fake until they found severed hands matching the time of his ruling. Thanks Banshee 1313, for the frightening fact. Fact number 3. The average person walks by 36 murders in their lifetime. Think about that next time you go out. Fact number 4. The first recorded possession was in October of 1671 by a young girl named Elizabeth Knapp. The possession was said to have lasted all the way up till January of the following year. That's quite a long possession, folks. And finally, fact number 5. If a sleeping person feels pressure on their chest, it is said to be caused by a demon. This demon is known as Mare. They sit upon the victim's chest and try to suffocate them. Think about that next time you wake up with a heavy chest. Well, that's all for me, folks. Happy Halloween, and stay tuned to the next episode of Distorted Realities. J-Rock and Frank Walls, take it away. Until then, Mr. Valentine, signing out.
This guy's just too good.
It's really good.
No, he's too damn good.
The articulation on the words he used and everything is
Right.
very professional.
Yeah. Such a young man with so much talent.
I think he had that from his dad.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think so too. But I want to tell you something interesting because I ran into the Jersey Devil.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I went with my awesome nephew Boba and family. Shout out to Boba. His name is Zaya, by the way. But we went to Gatorland, right?
Oh, nice.
And we went and I took a picture with the Jersey Devil.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
You survived.
Yeah, I did. Actually, he was happy. He was like, "Oh, you're from that show, right?" I said, "Yeah."
Oh, he knows.
Yeah, he
Oh.
knows that the Jersey Devil knows everything.
Yeah, I see. I see.
Well, he actually said it like this. He actually went and
Hey man, I like your show, but you gotta keep talking about me, alright? I'm gonna come see you.
Oh, that's not good.
yeah, no, it was bad.
That's not good.
So yeah, all in all, the Jersey Devil was great. But then something else happened.
What happened?
I ran
Into who?
into your friend, the Chupacabra.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's the in English is the goat chopper. What?
What happened? The goat sucker.
Goat sucker. There you go.
Yeah. But don't you notice that they have the main one, the Puerto Rican version?
That's the alien version.
But then they got the Mexican version here. It's a dog.
Oh my god. It's not a dog. It's
Isn't
not a
that
dog.
something? Yeah, so I was bugging out about this because I was like, oh, Frank is gonna have a field day watching this. But guys, Gatorland is a cool place. If you like reptiles and snakes and things to do, go to Gatorland, check it out. For the month of October, they have this thing where they have like cryptids,
Nice.
billboards, and they have a parade and they have a haunted house where you can go through. And you could feed the gators and feed birds and stuff. And they even got a capybara.
Capybara. Oh,
Yeah, they
my
have
God.
capybara now, so now you pay to go and pet it and feed it and stuff and take
You know,
pictures.
I heard they don't have enemies. Like they don't have there's no
No.
predator for the capybara. Like they're getting along with.
You tell me who likes giant rats.
I mean,
No one said ever.
right?
No one. So I mean, they're cute though. It's just that it's just looks and resembles those features of a rat. It's more like a guinea pig.
Like a big guinea pig.
Yeah, like a
Right.
giant.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, my son I think is gonna try to get one. And I told him no. When I get a farm, perhaps. But
Maybe, yeah.
right now, no.
they can swim.
So yeah, so check out Gatorland, folks, if you're into cryptids and stuff like that. But make sure you do it on Halloween because it's not year round. Maybe they should open up a cryptid zoo.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But I think it's time for us to move on to our first segment. And then we'll revisit. Yeah. So without further ado, we're gonna go
To the cryptid
discoveries.
discovery, guys. Hit it. Sound effects.
All right, folks. So we're back on Cryptid Discoveries, and today we have a special two. The first one is due to analytics. So, did you know that Distorted Realities has 25% of the population viewing us from Vietnam?
Really?
Yeah,
For real?
for real.
Wow.
Shout out to Vietnam. We love you.
Yeah, we love you,
Yeah.
Vietnam. Hey.
But yeah, so what better way than to honor them and show one of their cryptids, the Batutut.
Batutut.
Yep, Batutut.
Batutut.
So yeah.
Wow.
So what do we know about this cryptid, right? I'll do the bullet points and then you can go ahead
Yeah.
and expand on
No problema.
those things. So what do we know? It's seen in the jungles and forests of Vietnam. Typo on my part, shame on me. It's reportedly the missing link between the ape and the human species, aka a wild man, right? So that's what they refer to it. It also has a different name. I forgot what the different name is, but I'm pretty sure you'll get to it with your notes. It's considered aggressive, hence the term wild man, and violent. So
I heard he's cousin of the skunk ape.
can it be the cousin of the skunk ape?
Could be. Yeah. You never know.
It's possible.
I think this one smells better.
Yeah, I mean, he has so some of the features why they call it a wild man is because even though it has a ape-like features in appearance, it has less hair than most apes.
Oh, okay.
So it shows very hominid features, muscular hominid features. So yeah, interesting species. So what do you know about the Batutut?
Okay, this is what I was. I want to add to that new word, hominid.
Yeah.
I learned that from you. Let me tell you, the first time I heard that word, and I think I'm gonna start using it on my vocabulary. You know,
Yeah, good.
hominid.
Hominid.
Hominid. Okay. So this hominid, batutut, right?
Yep.
The batutut. This is the other name, or Ujit.
Ujit. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes also known as the forest people, wild man, Noguoi Rung, is a proposed hominid cryptid reportedly similar to Bigfoot throughout to inhabit the Vukuak Nature Reserve and other wilderness areas of Vietnam, Laos, and northern Borneo. The Vukuak
That's
Vukuang
Yeah.
has been the source of number of newly discovered mammals by Dr. John McKinnon, and he also claims that he has first observed tracks in 1970s that lead him to believe that the hominid, similar to the Megatropus, lived there. Instead of cryptologist Lauren Holliman believe that the Batutut are a surviving population of Homo erectus or Neanderthal. McKinnon, a 1975 book In Search of the Red Ape, described his experience and findings. A 1947 sighting by the French colonists refers to the animal as a El Homme Sauvage, wild man. Vietnamese scholars refer to the animal as the Nguoi Rung, forest man. It is described as being approximately 2.1 meters, 7 feet tall, and covered with hair, exception his knees, the sole of his feet, his hands, and his face. The hair range in color from gray to brown to black. The creature walks in two legs and has been sighted along and gregariously. The creature is most often sighted foraging for food, from fruits and leaves to langurs and even flying foxes. Wow.
So you know what a flying fox is, right?
No, what is it?
It's a type of squirrel or chipmunk.
Oh, the one that flies. like
yeah.
that. Oh.
So they,
Come on, that's
Hey,
so
listen,
cute.
It's a wild man.
In that,
It doesn't discriminate.
Wow,
Right. So yeah, so
that's crazy.
Vukwang, right? They have a national forest in their province, right? It's a beautiful place. I went to their website.
Really?
They got elephants, they got all kinds of stuff there.
I think this is the female side. Look, the females. You see the hair?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You have to see that picture.
Yeah, it looks like a ape with long
Long, right?
Barbie blonde locks.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
Wow.
Well,
Anyway.
So the species, what do I make of this species? Yes. Yes. Why? Because Vietnam is still untouched. And places that are very left alone in the wilderness with wild animals and all that stuff. There are things that haven't been discovered. Right?
Their jungle is very dense too.
Yeah. So I believe that this cryptid does exist. I believe it does. And the reason why I believe it does is because it's more plausible in a place like that where it's the setting or the ecosystem allows for it.
I got this a little bit of this information here. Let me, if I have time, real quick. It says sightings during the Vietnam War. In 2001, Balatin book, very crazy CGI, strange but true story of the Vietnam War. Veteran Greg PJ related his sightings of such a creature by the team of LRRPs. I don't know. The man referred to it as a rock ape, reporting it as being small in stature, about 5 feet tall, and having a reddish tinge to its fur. 2 Ngoi rooms were reportedly captured by tribesmen near the Dark Lac province in 1971 and 1974 at North Vietnamese General Hoang Minh Dao requested an expedition to find evidence of the creature, but it was unsuccessful.
Well, that's impressive. I'm even more disappointed that I got 2 typos on this slide. Yeah, I extremely is missing an E and Forest is missing an E. I'm sorry, I'm a little picky about the stuff I put in because I want to make sure I present the best I can. I apologize for that.
Sorry, guys. Don't worry.
Up front. But overall, I think this is a believable case, a believable cryptid. Therefore, I believe it exists somewhere in the wilds of Vietnam. Do I believe it's a wild man or a yes? I do.
You do?
I do. I
I'm
do
with you.
100%.
I'm with you in this one.
You know,
Because the for what I heard, the jungles of Vietnam, they're very dense and they're very like too much jungle in there. And even in the Vietnam War, that was one of the problems that the soldiers encountered. Like
right.
So that's when they used all that Roundup and all that.
And not to discredit our people, meaning Americans,
Mm-hmm.
cultures like the cultures in Vietnam and other places that are very, very secluded, they kind of treat this very seriously. They're not gonna put on an ape suit and make us.
No.
You know, these people actually take it to heart.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's folklore, legend, or myth, they still respect it. I would believe them very quickly. You know, if they were to come to me and I'm out there in Vietnam, hopefully one day I will and go to the Vu Quang forest. But it's very plausible.
I heard they got a lot of 5-star hotels over there.
No, they do.
Yeah.
They do. So my opinion is that yes, this is very real. Yes, is it as crazy as I envision it to be? No, that's probably my imagination running wild because I'm a creator. I like to create things and I do it as I envision it, right? However, I think that it could be something more akin to a species that doesn't want to be interrupted. It hides and secludes itself from the population and knows we exist, but it also knows how to stay away. It's elusive.
He don't want to be bather. That's all.
I mean, but you saw the ape with the blonde hair, right?
Just beautiful.
I mean, if he has that, why would he need to go anywhere else?
Anywhere.
Right? He's batutuing it all day.
That's like long hair, like
But-
extensions.
So yeah, so I think that this one gets my stamp of approval.
Mine too.
So we have Jeremy Rosado. Hey, how are you, Jeremy?
Jump to Jenny Rosado. Jump to YouTube. Ahí está el link para que vayan y vean todo el programa. Carmen Torres, jump to YouTube para que vean el programa.
Yeah, para que vean lo que está atrás de la pantalla verde que está viendo.
Ujú. Para que
Ajá.
vean el ¿cómo es? El tutu,
La materia.
batutu, el batutu.
So yeah, so why don't you say this in Spanish so that the Spanish speaking audience can
Yep, vamos para allá. Estamos diciendo que el Batutut,
Your Superman voice.
quiero que sepan que el Batutu es un simio o un descendiente del humano. El missing link, el eslabón perdido entre la evolución de Darwin, del hombre y el mono. Se cree que el Batutut es un mono que resembla ser como humano, parecido a pie grande, pero con menos pelo, en el área de la rodilla, en el área de la cara, en el área de las manos y los pies. Tiene tanto pelo. Se ha visto en Vietnam, en las selvas de Vietnam. Se le conoce como Batutut o Ujit. Tiene dos nombres. Y pues todo el mundo sabe que las historias que han oído de Vietnam, que hay unas junglas allá inmensas, bien densas, y pues aparentemente hubieron muchos sightings, ¿no? Lo vieron muchas personas en Vietnam, tanto soldados americanos como personas que viven allá, generales del ejército de ellos mismos. Se encontraron en muchos años atrás con esta criatura en el monte, y creo que el avistamiento más cercano fue como en el 2001. So, todavía se cree que existe esa criatura en las selvas de Vietnam.
¿Te dijiste de la novia que tiene?
Tiene una novia, me gustaría que la pudieran ver. Mira, aquí la van a ver, aquí, mira a ver si pueden ver la mona ahí. Mira ese pelo, qué lindo. Anyway. Bonito. Pero nada, ¿qué les decimos? Gracias por el apoyo, ¿verdad? Siempre estamos aquí para ustedes, llevarle esta información a ustedes para que vean. Hablamos de todo el mundo, Vietnam, de todas partes. So,
You should tell them about the analytics. 25% of our viewers.
tenemos una analítica de que el 25% de nuestros viewers son de Vietnam. Eso a mí me sorprendió muchísimo.
Yeah.
Wow, así que eso está bueno que allá en Vietnam. Shout out to Vietnam. Shout out. We love you all. You know,
Yes.
one day I'm going to go to Vietnam. Hope to be, que me reciban bien por allá. Saludos. Y,
Yeah.
¿verdad?
So why don't we jump on to the Batutut video?
Vamos a ver el video del Batutut. Lo vamos a hacer a la vida para que lo vean en
Alright.
AI.
Ladies and gentlemen, el Batutut.
The Batutut. The Batutut, or known as the Ujib, is a hominid creature that resides in the jungles and forests of Vietnam. It is said that this creature resembles a 7-foot-tall human with ape-like features. It reportedly is aggressive towards human, and reports have claimed to see the creature kill a tiger with his own hand. It is said that this creature can potentially be a missing link species that was part of human evolution. I don't know who is willing to venture out and see if that is true, but I would highly recommend steering clear from this species, as it could be your last visit to Vietnam.
All right, before we continue, we want to talk about shout outs. We got some shout outs that we want to mention there on YouTube.
Yep, this is for the people on YouTube. Shout out to Coralis Otero. She said, thanks for the opportunity to work for you guys. You're welcome. You're doing a great job, and we really appreciate that. You're the best. You're the best. And she also has Coralis Otero. Yeah, mommy. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He said, when you were talking about the Dirty Devil, he said, hi, Tio.
Oh, Boba. Hey,
There
Boba.
you go. We got Noel Castro from New York.
Hey,
Greetings.
Noel, what's going on?
What up? What up, Noel? Noelito. Shout out. Boy, you crazy. Y eso es lo que tenemos por ahora.
And we got Facebook. We have
We have Carmen Torres
And
and
Jenny
Jenny
Rosado.
Rosado.
hello, ladies.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right, so moving on. Next up is my favorite of the week, the Fiji Mermaid.
Fiji Mermaid.
And why is that? Because this is the stuff that started the curiosity. right? You ever heard of like the curio stores? They had like, you know, a dried monkey finger, rabbit's foot. So, what do we know about the Fiji mermaid? It was first seen on the P.T. Barnum Circus in the 1800s.
Wow.
The original model was stolen in 1860, never to be found.
Mm.
Right? It's a supposedly it's a fish ape hybrid, so it has the upper body of a monkey, and the lower half of a fish.
Wow.
Right now, currently it's on hoax status because what would happen is people would kill the two animals and sew them together, mummify them, make it seem like it's a species
Okay.
that's unique and all on its own. However, I lend credence to the idea that just because someone did it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
And it stems from my idea that everything has ever been thought of must first be what?
Oh,
Well, everything that's been created must first be thought of.
thought of, yeah.
Right? So these things don't come out of the nether.
Nowhere, yeah.
Just like there are quote unquote mermaid sightings of real mermaids, this could just be a subspecies of it. Right. And this particular is called Fiji mermaid because it's in the Fiji Islands in the South Pacific Ocean. So they find the reports there.
I love the
Right.
Fiji water. You don't like Fiji water?
Yeah, I don't think it comes from the South Pacific Ocean.
No?
No, I think it comes from the mountains in Fiji Island.
No?
Yeah. But
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
but yeah, but why do I like this? You go to like Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, you go to a circus sideshow attraction or what we call a freak show, right? They always got a statue of the Fiji mermaid, right?
Always, always.
When we went to Casadega,
There was one.
there was one, right?
You're right. You're right.
It's so cool. It's one of those things that even though you can challenge the idea of it being real or not, it's super cool.
It
right?
is. It is.
You know, and to think that it goes way back to the 1800s. This stuff is great. This is like how legends are made
But you know what? I think Discovery Channel did a documentary.
on mermaids.
I remember one day being on a plane. I don't know where I was coming from. I can't remember that fact. I got short-term memory loss. But I was in a plane and they were showing that on the little TV of the plane. And I was like, damn, you know, like supposedly they were real, like they existed. And they were saying, now you said about the monkey, they were saying that it was like a type of monkey that decided to go underwater.
Right.
And that's like the mutation came from or whatever, something like that. I was like,
So let me tell you something that's really interesting that now that you mention that.
Mhm.
So there's proven fact that I don't know if the term is osmosis, but there's a term for it. But I'll give you an example. There's a group of monkeys, same race,
Mhm, mhm.
right? But one is in Japan and the other one is in the US. These monkeys in Japan knew how to swim.
And the other ones,
The other ones didn't. But over time, they acquired it naturally. And they say that there's some kind of transference of like energy or molecules that allows them to get that information and say, oh, if they can swim out there, we can swim.
It's like in the movie Avatar when
Right.
there was one that were in the forest and the other ones used to live in the sea,
Right.
right? So they
So-
kind of develop different
Right.
the body their body was different. Some stuff like their hands changed too. I think that can happen to the human too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, so let me tell you, I want to share a personal experience. It's gonna sound way out there, but I think it's worth mentioning because I think it's pretty cool. Right. So for those of you, and this is we coined the term miracles, right?
Mhm.
But if you read those self-help books about manifesting and all that, there is a science behind this, right?
There is.
So when I was a kid, I remember I wanted something really bad. It was like there were these toys called the Silverhawks,
Oh yeah, of course.
right? And I remember there was no way I could have gotten this gift. But in my dreams, in my thoughts, I dreamt it as if I was gonna get it, and I experienced having it. And Christmas time came, and I remember we had like financial woes, so we wasn't expecting anything that year. But it turns out that, of course, the power of moms. But I remember seeing myself doing it before it even happened, and there it goes. Lo and behold, it shows up.
Wow.
Right. So there is something to be said about projecting, and there's a guy named Neville Goddard. You gotta look him up. He's more into like the spiritual manifestation piece of it. He wrote a book called The Feeling is the Secret. And it's about how what you think about should be tied to the experience of feeling
Of feeling.
the experience as if it happened, even though it has not. And you send your energy towards that direction so you can attract what you want.
In order to be materialized.
Yeah. So it's almost like distorted realities, right?
Yeah.
It was just a conversation,
Conversation.
but we took it like very seriously. And I said, yo, this is cool. And we envisioned it and boom.
You know, the Silverhawks were one of my favorite cartoons.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they haven't made a movie about it because it's
It's unfortunate.
son de plata y de acero. Son halcones biónicos.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
Luchan por
Those are
el
good old
cielo
days.
para el cosmo conquistar. That was the best cartoons ever.
Yeah, the Silverhawks were pretty good. They were like trending too.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but it was a sign of the times, right? Like back then, things were just about quality, wholesome, family-oriented stuff.
Yeah.
Not this crap we're watching today that's just all about violence and aggression.
Yeah.
And and sex and shit. I hate it. But anyways, the Fiji Mermaid.
The Fiji Mermaid.
Why don't you speak about it in Spanish and then we share our thoughts?
About the Fiji Mermaid?
Yeah.
Ok. Voy a hablarles a continuación en español sobre la sirena de Fiji. La sirena de Fiji. ¿Qué sabemos de ella? Primero se vio en P.T. Barnum Circus, en el circo de P.T. Barnum, la primera vez que se vio.
En el año 1800.
En el año 1800 es un híbrido entre pescado y
Mono.
Y mono. Y pues se considera un hoax, pero tú sabes que
How do you
yo...
say hoax in Spanish? Una trampa, una falsa.
Una falsa.
No, para que tú veas, my Spanish is good.
Ya, papi.
Está mejorando.
Very good looking. Your Spanish. Es una falsa. Se considera una falsa, pero tú sabes que mi experiencia de joven, yo tuve abdominales y el pelo así como lo tengo ahora. Pero ya no, ¿verdad? Carmen Torres sabe, ella sabe. Pero pues, pues en mis tiempos yo hacía diving, unos amigos míos.
Era abuso.
Fui, buceaba y vi muchas cosas raras en el mar. Muchas cosas. A veces yo sentía que alguien me observaba y tú mirabas y no veías nada, pero a veces tuviera una barracuda mirándote de arriba y tú allá abajo como 40 pies. Y el mar, hay muchas cosas que uno no
Puede explicar.
puede explicar ni conocer. Y el mar no se ha explorado completamente. Y,
¿Tú
y
crees que es
nunca
verdad?
sabes.
Perdona, ¿tú crees que es verdad que se ha descubrido más en el espacio que en el mar de nuestra tierra?
Yo pienso que quizás han descubrido más en el mar, pero se han quedado callados para no, ¿cómo te digo?, asustar a las personas. Porque imagínate que encuentren algo así.
O
imagínate,
un Leviathan.
Sí,
Un Kraken.
un Kraken.
Wow.
Que se han visto,
Cosa de mitología.
se han
¿verdad?
visto calamares gigantes, los han visto.
Chacho, lo cojo y lo pico.
Muchachos.
Eso. Un garro con calamares, bro.
Bueno. No, pero yo pienso que se ha encontrado más en el mar, pero no lo dicen por eso mismo, por el miedo a la gente, porque
No, es por miedo a mí, porque yo me tiro ahí y lo pico.
es así. Y ¿cómo te digo? Eso de la sirena, eso lleva años, porque
Yeah.
creo que los vikingos, todos los que usaban barcos.
Dame
hablaban.
decirte una leyenda.
Ujú.
Hay una leyenda que había una civilización
Ujú.
miles de años atrás y ellos tienen, dice, architectural
Arquitectura
paintings
y pinturas.
de sirena en esas cosas. Pero esto es tiempo mucho más
Ujú.
antes del tiempo de que se reconocía.
Sí.
Y supuestamente eso era otra evolución del ser humano.
Quién sabe. Y dicen que cantaban
Ya.
y que traían los piratas y eso,
Ya.
iban por ella, por la música, y cuando llegaban, ellas se los comían
Yeah.
cosas así, no sé.
No es como la película Splash con Tom Hanks.
Qué película más buena esa.
Y recuérdate de eso.
Después que pasó eso, después que yo vi esa película, yo fui a Villa Pesquera a ver si encontraba una sirena de esa. Pero no encontré ninguna, oye. No había nadie.
Tú la veías, tú la veías.
Chacho, no había nadie.
Y no había nadie cuando tú te tirabas al mar.
I'm Frankie. We're gonna eat you, Frankie.
No había nada. Mira que me tiré del pico a ver si encontraba una sirena allí. Chacho.
But
No había
yeah.
nada.
So the Fiji mermaid, do you believe in it? Do
Yo-
you not?
Yo creo que estos dos cryptids que hemos traído para acá hoy, yo creo que son más believable que muchos otros. Yo, todo lo que sea en el mar, yo le doy un respeto because it's too big to
I think que el mal completo se le da respeto because of its natural power,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So yeah, so I think that overall, the Fiji mermaid is the real deal for me, even though, you know, it's a hoax
Mhm.
and all that, but people can craft stuff, right? I could say I saw
yeah.
a werewolf and put a guy in a suit and that's a hoax, right? But there's some things that, how can I word this? I'd rather have my imagination accept that it is true than to have somebody else tell me it's not because they crafted something.
I mean,
And P.T. Barnum, hey, kudos to you if you pulled it off as a hoax because, dude, that's cool. You know, that's the other thing too. You gotta, you know, we were a little biased sometimes because there is a cool factor to these creatures, and I think this particular creature is cool as hell,
it is cool.
right? So, yeah, Fiji mermaid, you freaking rock.
Even though I prefer more like the.
I'd rather the Fiji mermaid go and eat the little mermaid. How about that? You know, because
Yeah.
they stole everything from the Fiji mermaid or the mermaid in general, because the mermaid is really like a siren. It sings to lure and attract the
Yeah.
male, right? And specifically, they're women, right?
But you know, in the story of the Book of Enoch, when they talk about the women that had encounters with the angels, and they have their childrens, and those children became the what was their name? The Nephilims.
The Nephilims.
They say that the curse of those women was that they were turned into sirens.
Yeah. And some of them had wings
So-
and some of them were in the water.
Exactly. So because of the curse, they became like that, and that put you to think. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Fiji mermaid, here's what we think. We think you're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Pardon my language. I know there's kids watching, but you're awesome. I like it. I like the whole sideshow feel and aesthetic. I like the whole nostalgia vibe that goes with it. So I'm a little biased. So sue me. I think the Fiji mermaid rocks.
Shout
And I
out to
think-
Fiji Water.
So yo, Fiji, Fiji water. But yeah, so let's go back to the cryptid and let's give it its proper homage. I think this video was awesome to make. So without further ado, Fiji mermaid, this video's for you.
Let's watch it, guys.
The Fiji Mermaid. It first appeared at P.T. Barnum Circus and Museum in the early 1800s. It reportedly was stolen in 1860. What makes this creature distinct is that it appears as a half monkey and half fish hybrid. It was said to have been seen in the South Pacific Ocean near the islands of Fiji. Reportedly, sailors during that time had seen the Fiji mermaids attempting to get on their ships. Years later, it was reported that the species is a hoax and has remained in this status ever since. I would steer clear of making any assumptions, as often hoaxes are ways to hide the truth. Go for a swim in the Fiji Islands and check for yourself.
That was an interesting video.
It sure was. And that concludes our cryptid segment, Cryptid Discoveries. I should put a little more pizzazz to it, right?
Yeah, more.
Oh, that concludes Cryptid Discoveries. See us next week.
There you go.
So you got a message from someone.
Got a comment from Noel Castro. Says, greeting from New York. He says, is that David Hasselhoff or Frank Walls? Hey, that's
He kind of does look like David Hasselhoff, right? I think he does. You need the Baywatch theme song.
I got hair now, you know? That's
What was
crazy.
the I'll be there.
I'll be there. Wow. I used to love that show. Oh, it was a great show.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Even though like the whole it kind of like it glamorized the whole lifeguard life, but in reality it's a boring ass job.
Yes, they're just like sitting there.
They just sit there in the sun and wait for somebody like, hurry up, I need some action. Let me see your hand up. Yeah, that kind of stuff. But kudos to lifeguards. They're important. They keep the ocean safe.
You know, I have a friend that he came here to the US and became a lifeguard. Let me shout out Hershey, whatever you are. You know, I don't know.
What's her name?
They used to call him Hershey.
Hershey.
Yeah,
Prince
Hershey.
of Chocolate?
Yeah, Hershey.
Okay. Hi, Hershey.
He used to do karate with me. Hershey, saludo.
So we're moving on to aliens. But before that, I think Beetlejuice had sent me a message as well, right?
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah. I mean, he told me he spoke to you
Yeah.
to send me a message. So let's see what he has to say.
All right, J-Rock, it's showtime.
Showtime. Wow.
That was a
Mr.
good one.
Beetlejuice himself. This is the folks at Old Town, right?
Yeah, but I got if you give me a second, I can get
Yeah, we got to shout him out.
Yeah.
This guy's
1
amazing.
second.
I mean, he looks like the real deal.
he's great.
You know, let me play one more time for the people because it's Beetlejuice. Like, well, you can't say it 3 times. Hold on 1 second. Let me just play it one more time. Get ready.
All right, J-Rock, it's showtime.
He flew right back in. Saw how quick he was. That's
Nobody.
amazing. That
Hello.
is amazing. So
This is
let me see. So the gentleman that played the role of Beetlejuice, okay, for those of you who are interested, his name is Stephen Penn. Stephen at sinister-productions.com. Again, Stephen at sinister-productions.com. That's his email. I'm sorry I didn't put it on. I didn't have the card till now. But he's part of Sinister Productions. So look him up if you're interested for someone who can play the part. I mean, he played amazing there. He gave me a shout out. Give a shout out to the Distorted Realities. So you're the man. Thank you so much. Yeah, Stephen Penn, we got to keep this card. We may have a good use case for him.
you know he did his makeup himself.
Wow, he's amazing.
Yeah,
He is amazing. So the phone lines are open, folks. If you are interested in let me switch my voice.
yeah.
If you are interested in free merch and you have a story to tell, you can call in at 904-803-7327. One more time, 904-803-7327. Call while the iron's hot.
Can I translate?
Of course.
En español ahora, para los que hablan español, si usted ha tenido alguna experiencia paranormal, fuera de lo normal o no normal, puede llamar al 1904-803-7327.
I'm sorry. You got to put some character into that. You're dressed up as Superman, bro. Like, what is wrong with you? The people demand more. There you go.
If you ever had a paranormal experience, you can always call us to 904-803-7327.
That's great, but you were supposed to do it in Spanish.
Oh, That's the problem. Let's go again. Si usted ha tenido alguna experiencia paranormal, recuerde que puede llamar al 904-803-7327 y contarnos su historia que le haya pasado. Si alguna vez estaba bañando y se le cayó el jabón, bueno,
Después que usted Puff Daddy ahí, está bien.
si usted estaba en su cuarto y le tocaron la ventana, le tocaron la puerta, estaba guiando y vio que le pasó algo por el frente, lo que sea, usted puede llamar al 1904-803-7327 y usted nos puede dejar saber su historia y aquí lo vamos a compartir. Aunque somos medio charlatanes a veces, lo cogemos en serio. No tiene que decir su nombre, puede llamar en anonimato, nos cuenta su historia y nosotros la compartimos y la observamos y la evaluamos y todo el mundo lo escucha. Porque ese en sí es el propósito de nosotros aquí,
Pretty
¿verdad?
much.
Y también, si usted participa llamándonos a nosotros, se le regala una mercancía de su preferencia, ya sea tenemos café, tazas, gorras, camisa, hoodie,
Media.
media. We got everything. Tenemos de todo. Tenemos de todo. Y este muchacho es el que había hecho en el que salió ahí de Beetlejuice. Se llama Steven Penn. Lo pueden conseguir a stevenpenn@sinisterproduction.com y su número es el 407-494-9855 de Sinister Productions.
All right. So why don't we move on to the next segment? In Search of Aliens.
Let's hit it.
All right. So here we are in Search of Aliens. I'm getting used to this stuff, right? Doing the voiceovers stuff. So here's what we know about the species. It's called the AFIM. Now, they're from the constellation Lyra, planet Chimera A Petri. Hybrid species procreation issues. Yeah. Extreme advanced technology. Now, I want to elaborate on this whole thing. This name is short. Does have another name, but you're going to talk about it. It's a longer name. But the reason why it has that longer name is because it conquered a adversary group that was 12 times more in members and 35 times more in technology in terms of spaceships.
Wow.
And it's still won, so it kept the name of that race in order to incite fear for those who want to go against it. Now, the crazy part about it is they have this thing where they cannot procreate with themselves.
Okay.
So what do?
They do artificial.
No,
They get other species to.
humans.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. We did a little digging.
Hmm.
Yeah, so my research took me to this thing. I love this race.
You
Because
like it? Are they good or bad?
they're actually studying human behavior.
So they're kind of neutral.
They're not part of the Matra, but they're not part of the council.
Council of Fire.
Their purpose is to really procreate because their species is failing. But in doing so, they create a hybrid species.
Gotcha.
So remember the Star Child?
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Oh, there's the one. No wonder the eyes look
Yeah.
like that. The eyes. Like
Yeah,
that.
so what do you got for AFIM?
Got a lot for AFM. Okay. They come from the constellation Lyra. You already said that. I think their name you were saying is called Spiansty.
Spiansty.
Spiansty, right?
Yeah, so it's AFIM Spiansty.
Yeah, they call themselves Aphim Spiansty, right? Because of a war that they fought against a race called Spiansty. The Spiansty race had 12 times more members and 35 times more ships and resources than the Aphim. But the Aphim won into the end. So they added the Spiansty name to their own race name as a warning to other races. That's kind of cool, actually.
It's like you're beating a bully up and they keep his last name.
Yeah, right. Like, you know, man, remember I beat that guy, you know?
But it'd be messed up if you have like a really shitty last name.
Right. Imagine, right? It's like beating Mike Tyson and you said, I'm J Rock Tyson because I beat him. You know, man? Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It says, What else? So they are smaller than humans in stature, and their skin is covered with blue spots, darker for males and lighter for females. Their planet is called Crimea,
Crimea A. Petri.
a Patri. Is there a place called Crimea here on Earth?
Yeah, it's in Russia.
Right?
I
Wow.
believe it's in Russia. Yeah.
Technologically, they are extremely developed. They can travel from their planet to Earth in 20 Earth minutes. Wow. They do not need oxygen. They do have an atmosphere, but it is composed mainly of an hydrogen mixed environment, kind of like nitrox.
Mm-hmm.
They have colonized 10 planets in a non-violent way. That's interesting. How can
Yeah.
you pull something like that?
Easy, bro. Bribery.
Wow.
Got $100.
There you go.
Yeah, it works.
That's how Didi used to do. When they are close to humans, they can become invisible, but humans, when around them, will feel a certain amount of unexplained anxiety. Their sheep are small and spherical in shape. One of the reasons they visit us into the study what they call
Human deviation.
human deviation. Wow. In order to determine the development of the human race.
So that's about as far as you're gonna find anything else. But I know about the procreation stuff because I have another book.
You have another book?
Yeah, it goes more into detail with these species.
Wow.
Yeah. So
What they say about it?
so they're not technologically advanced in weaponry. They're technologically advanced in crafting.
Okay.
So extreme advances in technology as it pertains to flight and travel.
Gotcha.
Right. So I think this species is one of those species where it's trying to find its place so that it can fix whatever problem it organically has it with the species.
Gotcha.
Maybe find a cure. In the
Mhm.
meantime, you got to still keep procreating because it's part of how they keep their race alive.
They're kind of like Bill Gates. Bill Gates.
Yeah.
With vaccine stuff. And all.
Yeah. So, I like the species. All in all, I just don't like the fact that they use humans to procreate.
I guess I don't know why all these races of aliens, they kind of like use humans. Like they need that DNA
Not so.
for, I don't know, like,
I don't think it's so much for DNA. I think there's multiple reasons, and any reason is viable. We got to look at this from a realistic point of view, right? We've done it. Historically, not we specifically, but in society, we've done it. We've dominated other places and took in stuff and studied their stuff,
we don't
And,
with eugenics.
and we
Eugenics,
and we
all that stuff.
appropriate things.
Mhm.
A civilization or a species that is more capable than you would do the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
So it's expected, right?
I think they like the human mold.
Yeah.
I think they like having 5 fingers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I like
it's
the
that.
fact that we're cool.
Yeah.
We might be a little stubborn and a little bit lazy at times as a species, but I think we're pretty cool.
We're doing okay. Right.
I think so. But you have to wait for the next alien.
Isn't that the one from Miami or not?
No, this is not it.
Because they can be invisible too, right? They say,
No, we already covered that. It's I believe it was Killamat.
Yeah,
R.
kill him at art. Yeah. No, I know, but I mean, it could be.
It looks like it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So why don't you just, roll this into Spanglish so the audience could.
Oh, okay. Spanish. This is en español hablando un poco de la raza alienígena Affirm. Aquí hemos hablado y discutido muchas otras razas alienígenas sobre un libro que tenemos que se encontró en la época de la Segunda Guerra Mundial por ahí.
Yeah.
Y ese libro pues decía todas las razas de alienígenas, eso es lo que nosotros utilizamos, that's what we quote, como se diría en inglés, lo que nosotros usamos para hablar aquí en el programa. Y ahí te habla de las diferentes razas alienígenas, las veces que han visitado la Tierra, los problemas que tienen entre ellas, qué hacen con los humanos y todo eso. So, esta raza se llama AFIM. El nombre completo es AFIM espiansi, pero ese espiansi ellos lo sacaron de una raza a la cual ellos conquistaron y se lo pusieron ahí como para demostrar miedo, como para ¿sabes? Como respeto, como que mira, nosotros derrotamos a esta gente y ahora añadimos el nombre de ellos a nosotros, como quien dice, tú sabes. Implantar respeto. Y ellos, pues, se vienen de la constelación Lira. Y entonces dicen que pueden llegar a la Tierra en 20 minutos del planeta de ellos. Vienen del planeta Crimea I Petri, se llama el planeta de ellos. Y es una raza híbrida. Tienen problemas de procreación, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Entonces usan los humanos para poder procrearse. Y ahí salen lo que se llaman, aquí hemos hablado sobre eso, los Star Child.
Star Child.
Que son unos niños que tienen como unos ojos negros.
No, los ojos son como bien abnormalmente
Sí,
grandes y
grande. Oscuros.
oscuros.
Ujú. Y dicen que son similares a los humanos en estatura, pero su piel está cubierta de bolitas azules oscuras para los hombres y las mujeres tienen bolitas azules más claras. Dice que en la tecnología they're extremely developed, que están bien desarrollados en tecnología y pueden viajar de un planeta al otro en 20 minutos del tiempo de nosotros. Ellos probablemente tienen otro tipo de tiempo. ¿Sabes? No necesitan oxígeno. Porque su atmósfera está compuesta como algo que se llama nitro, una mezcla de hidrógeno y oxígeno. Y han colonizado más de 10 planetas sin tener que recurrir a la violencia.
Fue que le dio dinero.
Probably. O tecnología. Dice que cuando están cerca de los humanos se pueden hacer visibles y los humanos alrededor de ellos se van a sentir como con ansiedad.
Pero eso es cuando son machos porque saben que le van a quitar la mujer.
Eso es, ¿verdad?
So yeah, I think all in all the species is pretty cool. I don't think it's a bad species, but I just don't like the fact that it utilizes.
Us as reproduction.
Yeah, so
Dice que sus
we got
naves,
a cool video. But yeah, go ahead.
dice que sus naves son pequeñas y en forma esférica. Y una de las razones que nos visitan es para estudiar human deviation, experimentos de human deviation, en orden de determinar mejor desarrollo para la raza humana.
All right. So all in all, I think it's an interesting species, and I think that the only way we can honor this one is by rolling the video.
Yeah, let's watch it, guys. Vamos a ver el video ahora.
All right. Well, should I do the Macho Man?
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen.
there you go.
Oh yeah. No, so without further ado, AFIM.
Aphim, from the constellation Lyra. Known for defeating a race with 35 times more ships than them and 12 times more members, they have adopted the name Aphim Spiansi. This name is after the race they defeated in order to incite fear. Their home planet is Crimea A Petri. They are one of the most extremely technologically developed races and can travel from their home planet to Earth in under 20 minutes. They have colonized more than 10 planets without the use of aggression. They look to humans in order to procreate due to the nature of being unable to reproduce with their own kind, thus creating a new hybrid species. Their purpose outside of procreation is to study human deviation.
Wow,
Wow.
that was interesting.
Yeah, so who do you got on the line?
I got Hector Chavez. Hector Chavez.
What's up, Hector?
He says the best podcast. Thank you guys for
Oh,
the content.
Yo, that's amazing. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for the shout
Thank
out.
you. He also said hermosa cabellera, Frank. Nice hair, Frank. Thank you. Thank you. Gracias.
So now we're going into the nitty gritty. and this is like the real grays. You know how they always talk about gray aliens?
Yeah.
But this is, based on the research, this is the original.
Tú sabes cómo le decía la maestra a Héctor Chávez.
¿Cómo?
Héctor Chávez, no me chaves. Así mismo le decía en la escuela.
Wow, that's better than what they told me.
What they used-
They used to call me. I had a teacher named Miss Jacobs. So I would. I was a bad kid. I would pop the keys, right? And she would look at me. She had like these gnarled fingers and stuff, right? And she would like, yo head.
Yo,
Be like, "Man," I'm like, it ain't that serious. It's just keys. I can put them back.
Wow.
But I was a bad kid. I was a yo-yo head.
Yo-yo head? That's what they used to call him?
Yeah. Well, she used to call me.
Wow.
But yeah. But all in all, let's go back to Olive C. Rye.
Olive Ray.
So it's Rye.
Right?
Yeah. The
What did I
A,
say,
the
Ray?
A is silent.
The A is silent. So,
Yeah. So
Right?
this species is from the constellation Cygnus. Their only job is to develop planets and races.
Wow.
They don't colonize. Right? The crazy part is that they're specifically interested in our species because they want to make sure that they preserve our species. So here's the scary part. They send us the message that if we don't change our ways, we are doomed to disappear as a species.
Yeah. That's what I say.
They told us that initially we had thousands of options. Now we're down to 600 and change options before our species becomes extinct. However, that's going to be determined by the technology to travel to other planets.
Gotcha.
So if we don't master the art of traveling at light speeds, we're going to be screwed.
What if Elon Musk is like a hybrid of that race?
Oh, that's
Right?
good.
Because he's bringing that technology, that innovation.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I think, it's funny because sometimes you look at people, right, and you go, yeah, but the guy's too damn brilliant.
Yeah, it's like when I look at you, it's like I don't know how you pull all this up.
Yeah, no, that's hard work.
Yeah,
That's not really intelligence. That's just more
Really?
practical. Yeah. But, to be a pioneer is
You
different.
just showed me how to do a screenshot on my phone.
Oh, yeah. So
That I have
basically
it.
I took his Android phone and I said, oh, that's how you take a screenshot. That was it. But to move forward with what I'm saying and to tap into what your statement was, these people are pioneers. They're thinking so far ahead that it makes you question if they're even human.
Yeah.
Who was the first one that was like that? Let's see if you know.
This guy, Tesla.
Yo, bingo.
The Tesla, the original guy.
That guy was like his brilliance.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know, your idols are partly basketball players, musicians.
Mhm.
For me, it's Tesla, Isaac Asimov,
Yeah.
and the like, right? Because these people are able to do it's like poetry.
Yeah.
It's literally poetry what they're doing with their work, and it's like it takes science fiction and becomes science fact.
Yeah.
All the stuff we saw in Star Trek, it's happening today.
happening.
Outside of a teleporter, but we're getting there.
We're
Right?
probably gonna get there. Look, we have a watch. If you think about this, now with this watch, you can talk, you can do message, anything.
It could check your temperature. It
Yeah.
can tell you your heartbeat,
And,
pulse
and
ox.
before that was a movie thing. That was in the
Yeah.
movies. That was like, I remember in the cartoons, the Spectre
Right.
Gadget. I think the little girl had a watch.
Right.
She had a book. It was like a computer.
Right.
We got the tablets now. We got the watch. That in the Power Rangers, they used to use this.
It's Morphin time.
Yeah, and they used to talk
But
through.
wasn't you a Power Ranger? I saw the
I
video.
was the Green Ranger. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Green Ranger.
Shout out to Tommy.
Rest in peace. R.I.P. Tommy.
Yeah.
So I love this species. It's what I call an origin species. I think they're the key entity for the survival and the development of the human race.
Yeah. Hey, we're done.
Yeah. So I think they were super integral.
I think they're the ones that bring the fire to humans. You think so?
It's possible. It's very possible. I think that it's just it's really hard to like describe what I feel about them because it's like I want to believe that they were like the rulers of the world in the ancient times that were just disguised in order to create order out of chaos,
Could be.
you know? But anyways, what do you got?
Got some info here about them. Solipsi, right?
Yes.
Okay. Peaceful and harmonious race. They one main leader, and his name is. They have one main leader, and his name is Jimarti.
Yes.
It's not a bad name, right?
It almost sounds like a model's name.
Right? Jimarti.
Like he's walking down the aisle like
Right.
Zoolander.
Yeah.
Martin.
Their civilization is 2 billion years old. Once they were at the same level of development as ourselves. They have no colonies. They are completely focused on the development of other planets and races. They come from constellation Cygnus. They do have one powerful weapon that keeps some neighboring violent races away, and others that may try to invade them. At a one-time race, Matra lost 5 ships because of it. Wow! So they have like a Death Star,
Yeah.
like a Death Ray or something.
Mm-hmm.
They say that the human race, in the next few thousands of years, still has 645 options left to save ourselves, our planet, and to guarantee a future for our race. But it will all depend on our ability to travel through space. There are Solipsis Ray, but we call them the Greys. Also, these are the Greys,
Yeah. They're the original Greys. The OG Greys.
the OG.
Yeah. So interesting, isn't it?
Do you think those could be the ones that brought the Roswell thing or no?
It could be.
Could be.
It could be. But, you know, usually when you think about Greys, they're associated with alien autopsies and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I don't think that's real. And when I say alien autopsies, is an alien race that kidnaps humans and does an
It's
autopsy
also,
on them,
yeah,
or does experimental stuff.
experiment.
This is not that.
No,
So all in all,
these
I
are
think-
more kind.
Yeah.
Wow,
All in all, I think it's a great species. And yeah.
they're kind of like the Prometheus.
Yeah, no, Prometheus were not kind people.
No.
No way. Have you seen how they acted in that movie?
Yeah, they're
Those guys were like 10 feet tall, brolic as hell. Like they were like an army of Mr. Olympias.
yeah.
That's what it was. But yeah. Any thoughts?
I don't know. I think I prefer to be, if I would encounter one alien, prefer to be these ones because they're kind.
Yeah.
And I don't want to find no alien that wanna procreate with me. No that shit. You know?
Yeah.
This one could be like a nice, peaceful race. Maybe I can
Right.
start a conversation with him and
Have coffee.
yeah. And, hey,
you know,
listen, how's the weather?
E.T.
What
That's
is the
not
name?
gonna happen, bro.
I
It's
can
got-
tell him how's the weather in Cygnus, your constellation. I mean,
Imagine that and you speaking to an actual meteorologist that's an alien.
wow. You never know.
But yeah, but I
Well,
think
right now I'm an alien. I'm a Kryptonian.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
So, just saying that.
Gotcha.
We might-
So, you want to turn this into a
Mhm.
Inglés sin barreras
Oh, yeah.
version?
No problema. I'll try to do my best. Estamos hablando de otra raza más alienígena del mismo libro que estábamos hablando primero. ¿Qué sabemos sobre ellos? Vienen de la constelación Cygnus. Ellos les gusta desarrollar planetas y razas. Right? Y tienen un mensaje para la raza humana, el cual ellos dicen que el ser humano tiene 645 opciones que le quedan para poder mejorarse tanto ellos como el planeta y la raza humana, ¿sabes? Para el beneficio. O sea que prácticamente vamos por un mal camino. Prácticamente. Entonces ellos dicen que es una raza pacífica y armoniosa, que tienen un líder principal y el nombre es Jimarti. Dice que Su civilización tiene 200 billones de años de antigüedad. Y dicen que no tienen colonia. Y que ellos se enfocan más en desarrollar a las razas de los planetas y a los planetas como tal. ¿Sabes? Ellos son como una persona que viene y que te da la mano y te ayuda. ¿Tú entiendes? Como que no es como que ellos quieren imponerse, gobernar y controlar como otras razas que hemos visto aquí y hemos hablado de ellas aquí. Y también dicen que tienen un alma bien poderosa, que aunque son pacíficos, que no les gusta la bulla, ni el pelea, ni los problemas, pero que sí tienen un alma secreta. Dicen que es bien poderosa y que a la raza Mitra, que aquí es la raza mala, la raza Mitra es como decir una ganga de muchas otras razas que son los que quieren controlar y gobernar planetas y razas. Entonces dicen que con esa alma que ellos tienen, le destruyeron a la raza Mitra 5 naves espaciales. Ya sabe que aquí hemos hablado, cuando hablamos de naves espaciales, pueden ser gigantes, como pueden ser pequeñas, como pueden ser bien grandes. Porque acuérdate que muchos de ellos viajan, no tienen planeta o los planetas están bien lejos. Ellos viajan en naves gigantes, en madres nodrizas, que le dicen. So, han destruido 5 naves. So, la raza Mitra los respeta, quiere decir que su alma es bien poderosa. Muy interesante.
Very interesting. So, yeah, there's not much to say about the species other than it's freaking amazing and awesome.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And I think that it's worthy of the video that we created.
Yeah, let's watch, guys.
I mean, it's more than worthy. It's teaching us how to survive, basically, the impending doom that's to come. But without further ado,
Ver el video.
the Salapsi Rye,
There
the
you go.
original OG Grays.
The Salapsi Rye. This species is known as the original Greys. They are from the constellation Cygnus and have a leader by the name of Yi Martine. They are not colonizers, as their main focus is to develop planets and races. At present, they are concerned with Earth species as they believe they are destroying their own planet. They come to Earth to send a message to correct the problems, as they believe Earthlings have about 645 options left for the human race to save themselves, but it would ultimately depend on our ability to travel through space. They are benevolent creatures who want to ensure all species thrive.
All right, folks. So that was interesting. right?
Very interesting.
I think we should, because we're stuck on aliens and the next subject is on aliens, or the main headline. We should jump to that and leave paranormal for last
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah.
And then after that, we'll show the trailer. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right. So let's jump into the creepy segment, let you watch the video, and then we'll talk a little bit about it.
Let's hit it. Creepy. Reptilians. Since the ancient times, decorated in carvings and painting alike is a depiction of reptilians like hominid that predate our existence. It appears that this race may have had in the development of the human species, but not with the best intentions. These beings are perceived as evil aliens that are disguised as humans in order to one day take over the world. Others believe that they appear every several hundred years to reduce the human population. We are not clear on the intentions, but there have been many videos showcasing evil agenda that can put us all at risk. What are the reptilians? How many of them are there, and what is truly their intentions? Let us take a look at some of these videos and discover your truth.
introduce into the record page 55 from the committee's interview with FBI employees. Have some administrative matters first. I wanted to introduce into the record page 55 from the committee's interview with FBI employee Roya Demlow, who I wanted to introduce into the record page 55 from the committee's interview with page 55 from the committee's interview with, which took place on July 17, 2023. In that, which took place on July 17, 2023. In that, we're to leave this interview and we're to suggest or imply that when you said the laptop was real, that it meant that the FBI had affirmatively determined in October 2020 that the laptop belonged to Hunter Biden. We're to leave this interview and we're to suggest or imply that when you said the laptop was real, that it meant that the FBI had affirmatively determined in October 2020 that the laptop belonged to Hunter Biden.
All right.
That was fire.
That was the heat. So, what do you think?
I think my personal thinking about it.
Yeah.
This is what I think. I think there's a lot of truth in that because it's there's a lot of evidence out there, and we should talk one day about that guy that lost his fingers. That he found underground tunnels and all that. A way, you know, that sounds very believable. And you never know because sometimes the way things are run, you make it think like that. This is not normal. Why this happening? I mean, and
Right. So you had mentioned the movie V.
yeah,
Wasn't it great?
that TV series was awesome.
It was kind of like a predictor of things to come because this is what. After that, people started talking about it. Was all the rave. Oh, reptilian races are taking over the earth and all this stuff, right? But it was a movie that was way before that.
Yeah.
So my thoughts.
But what do you think about it?
I think that it's no secret that ancient times have depictions of other species, not human, being on Earth. I can't not say, well, I can't say with 100% certainty that they're all reptilians. However, looking at the evolutionary track,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of lends credence to this idea that there might be some species who has a hand in controlling.
I want to add something to that.
Go ahead.
In all these ancient races, right? Ancient stories from the human, right? There's always a serpent creature or reptilian creature.
Yeah.
Like you got the Bible, you got the serpent in the garden,
You have Kukulkan.
you got Kukulkan in the
Mexico.
Mexican, Mesopotamian, all that pyramid stuff. Even in the Egyptian pyramids,
Right.
you have gods like that with serpent heads or crocodile's head,
Mhm.
and if you go way back, like Anunnaki, all they had, they
Right.
they talk about all this stuff. They even mention hybrids and stuff like that. And when you think about it, it's like there's something, maybe it was a race that was here, because that's another thing that I have heard, like David Icke talk about
Right,
a lot about this stuff. Like supposedly it was a race that was here first than humans, and they're stronger than us and bigger and whatever. But anyway, who knows, right?
Who knows? Well, we hope you like that little piece. You can share your thoughts and send an email to contact at the Distorted Realities. You could always call in on one of the episodes, future episodes, and just we could revisit this and have a more deeper discussion. I think it was just a good piece.
It was really good.
Yeah. So I think we should move on to the final segment and then our trailer.
Yeah.
So off we go to the paranormal. segment.
Paranormal.
All right, guys. So this is where we look at TikTok videos.
Remember that our definition of paranormal goes as follows: is paranormal is something that is not normal, abnormal, or out of normal. Remember that.
Out of the norm. Why don't you say that in Spanish?
Recuerden que vamos al episodio ahora de lo paranormal y en Distorted Realities nuestra definición de paranormal es la siguiente: no normal, abnormal o fuera de lo normal.
Right. So what we do is we watch TikTok videos, Instagram videos. We just share it with you. We make sure that we point out where it's coming from so that there's no infringement, but it is not our video. So we just want to say that we just grab it, download it, and share it with you, but it is not ours. You could always look at when you watch the video, to the right of the video, you typically see a name representing the TikTok channel for you to look at. All right. So let's start with the first one.
Los videos que enseñamos son de TikTok, no son de nosotros. Nosotros vamos a TikTok, buscamos lo más interesante, lo traemos a ustedes para que lo vean, lo disfruten. Por eso vas a ver que salen otros nombres de otras personas. Nosotros les damos el shout out a ellos, les damos ¿verdad? Los anunciamos porque estamos dando su video. Pero si no, los cogemos de TikTok como tal, lo más curioso que vemos, lo más interesante. Y se lo traemos a ustedes para que lo vean y así podemos hablar y discutir. Y ustedes allá deciden si es verdad, si no es verdad, si se vio fake, si se vio real. Allá ustedes. Okay? So, que lo disfruten.
Right. So on to the first video.
There you go.
He was at church recording the choir when he
So this one is coming from @scaryvideo786. It's titled Demon Captured in a Church.
Wow.
sees this. A woman by the name Mariana explains that her father has sent her a video watching the church choir, and that while watching the video, she noticed something straight out of a nightmare. Amidst the people as he pans the camera, a pale, lifeless figure can be seen watching him. No one seems to notice it, and continue their ceremony, as if they're unable to see it. The disturbing videos posted onto Mariana's TikTok page. After the discovery, neither her or her father have any idea, or what this thing could be.
Wow. Interesting story.
Muy interesante.
So this one apparently was someone who had passed. I guess they saw
On the church.
church, but they said it was a demon. So it's kind of like confusing.
Wow.
But it's still strange video, right? Who we have online?
We got a Jacob Otero. Jacob Otero, yo.
Yo, what's up, Jacob?
What up, Jacob?
Yeah, so I think it was overall a decent video,
Yeah.
but I think the second one is gonna.
Parece que era una persona que había fallecido y apareció en la iglesia. O decían que era un
Demonio.
demonio o una persona que apareció en la iglesia que había fallecido, un espíritu.
All right, so without further ado, we go to video 2.
Video 2.
So this one is it's at creep caught _. Okay, before we continue, that's at creep caught _. Scary videos found around the internet, so it's a compilation of videos.
Chicos, son las 7 de la mañana, estoy escuchando ruidos súper extraños en el primer piso. Si quieres asesinarme, solo aplaude.
So that video was a compilation of different ghost videos. That last one at the last section of that video, that was fake. That's Slender Man. That's
Slender
what we call a creepypasta
Creepypasta.
or a made up urban legend that doesn't really exist, but
It's
everybody
creepy.
wishes it did.
Slender
It
Man's
is creepy.
yeah.
It is, but I don't think it's real in that sense, right? Usually urban legends are tied to something very real. So yeah, I thought it was really good though. In that third video with the creature passing by,
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, it looks like it had two tails.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really cool. So last but not least,
Próximo video, el último video de lo paranormal. We got Jacob. Otero. What's good, broski?
stay on. So watch the preview, the trailer. But yeah, this one is also by @creepcaught_.
Same guy?
Yeah, same guy. So we're just gonna run it now. This one is really good. I've never seen anything like this.
Nice.
Gerak lo. Gerak lo, guys. Aduh, anjing. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Ya Allah, ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim. 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 Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi rajiun. Ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim. 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 Anjing, kejar. Kejar, cok. Ya Allah.
Yeah, that one is the bee's knees,
That's
bro.
scary. That's scary.
So what do I think about it? All in all, I think that last video was the creepiest one. I don't know if it's true or not, but it looked pretty good.
You know, me as a Kryptonian, I'm not gonna be afraid or nothing like that, right? But I would have shoot him with my laser eyes.
You would have shot it with your
No
laser eyes?
problem.
Wow.
Right in there.
Wow.
That's a creature that doesn't need to be in existence. I think it
Wow.
was in pain. You see how it was moving his head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was freaky.
Yeah. that
So
was scary.
here we are, final segment of the day, and it was something that me and Frank Walls worked on. And just before we go into the trailer, we want to say, we do this as a labor of love, right? We put in practice, and we're learning as we move along, and we're getting better at it, as you can see with Mr. Valentine's 5 freakishly
Freakish,
frightening
yeah.
facts. The quality's getting better. The editing is looking better.
Way better.
So this was our first attempt of doing our very own trailer, right? We love action movies, but we also come from the 80s, right? Where they were like always overhyping the material. So just so you know, this trailer is a parody trailer where there's no movie for it or anything like that. It's just for
now.
For entertainment. And we hope that you enjoy.
Yeah.
So, anything you want to say in Spanish?
Vamos a proceder a enseñarle un trailer que nosotros creamos. El hombre aquí, que es la máquina, lo que es AI y tecnología, hizo unos cortes aquí de película tremendo. Espero que lo disfruten. Nosotros nos encantan las películas de acción. Venimos de esa época de los 80, los 90. Crecimos con Rambo, Terminator, todo eso. Nos gustan esas películas así, los Expendables, todo eso. Tratamos de hacer unos cortes ahí chéveres. Espero que les guste, que lo disfruten. A nosotros nos encantó. A mí me encantó, de verdad que...
All right. So the other thing is just a quick disclaimer. This is not meant to offend anyone or for anyone to jump to conclusions. It's an old action film, and it's just there for entertainment purposes. So please enjoy. It's very brief. It's like 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was pretty cool. And the fact that we was able to do something with the amount of experience we had, and it turned out as good as it did, I think it's worth it.
Disclaimer, que no queremos ofender a nadie con el video. Simplemente es para que lo disfruten. Les va a encantar, así que observen el video.
All right, guys. So without further ado, J-Rock and Frank Walls. Jackpot.
Jackpot.
Get ready for the blockbuster movie that never made it to the movies.
It's J-Rock coming in over. 3 down. We have 4 hostiles.
This movie's gonna blow you away.
I need backup! I need backup! Come on, I got like 10 of them over here! I can't do this by myself! J-Rock!
Watch out, Tango and Cash.
Stop bitching, Frank. You've done more than this in Fallujah.
Because here comes Frank Walls and J-Rock.
In Fallujah, we were not a two-man team. Okay? I need backup!
Action has a new team in town.
Alright, Frank. I'm gonna make my way there now. Alright? Over.
Oh my God! Finally! I made it. You made it, huh? Yeah, I did. You owe me one. I think you owe me too.
J-Rock. And Frank the Tank Walls. These are men of action.
Hey, Frank. Hey, you're in for a treat, buddy. What happened now? Special invitation. Where are we going? On Iraq. Again? Yep. I'm ready.
Go to your local video stores and watch.
Jackpot.
Jackpot.
Oh, baby!
Coming soon to VHS.
Wow.
So, guys, we hope you enjoyed it. Tell us what you think on the chat, or you can send us an email or shoot or give us a call.
I got Jacob Otero. Fire.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jacob. So I think that we've come to an end for the week.
Wow, that was a great episode.
Yeah, it sure was, and the energy's back because you're no longer sick. So thank you, Frank. As always, you're a trooper. The show wouldn't be
thanks to you, man.
So it wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for you being here. So
no, you are the man.
So with that being said, we are done, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed it. We want to wish you a happy and safe Halloween. Just make sure that you inspect your candies when you get them. It sucks that it's on a weekday and not on a weekend. But this should make it law that instead of every 31st, every last Friday of the month of October would make it better. But yeah, enjoy your time. We hope we enjoyed you. Share with your friends. Tell them to like and subscribe. They could always call into the story. We're here for your enjoyment. So once again, thank you, Frank.
Gracias a todos por haber visto el programa. Se les agradece mucho desde el fondo de nuestros corazones. Gracias por el apoyo. De verdad que pues les deseamos un feliz Happy Halloween. Yo sé que cae jueves, no cayó weekend. Estaba diciendo Jacob. J-Rock. Tengo a Jacob acá en la mente. Disculpen.
Wait. It's not Jacob. It's Starlight Ryan.
Starlight Ryan. So, él estaba diciendo que debería ser mandatorio que si Halloween cae en un jueves, que se haga viernes o weekend. Y estoy con él porque creo que el año pasado también fue como un miércoles o algo así, o martes.
Yeah.
No fun.
But next year's going to be great.
Right. So,
falls on a weekend.
No weekend, perfect, yeah.
Yeah, so
¿tiene algo planeado para este Halloween?
Este Halloween lo voy a coger suave, a ver películas de terror. Okay. Lo que viene haciendo el legacy que mi mamá me dejó a mí, que era ver películas de terror, comer popcorn. Viene mi hermano de visita, sí, con su familia, solo lo vamos a pasar de maravilla.
¿Cuál? ¿Vitín?
El Lover. El Lover le dice.
El Lover. Wow.
Yeah.
Pues nada, mi gente, muchas gracias por el apoyo. Una vez más, recuerden siempre los domingos a las 5 de la tarde en vivo. No sean tímidos, pueden llamar en inglés o en español al 904-803-7327. Saben que en el canal de YouTube están todos los links de nuestro merch store, Instagram, TikTok y los otros canales de Twitch, Kick. No sean tímidos, llamen. El propósito del programa es para que la gente llame y usted pueda crear un vínculo con nosotros y contarnos su historia. So you're more than welcome to call and share your stories with us.
All right,
And
folks. Anything else?
We're good. We're good.
All right, folks. So with that being said, we're signing off. Listen to the outro audio, and then we'll be disconnecting. So thank you so much, and stay tuned for next week.
Thank you, J-Rock.
This show is produced by J Rock and Frank Walls. Audio and music by Alex Otero. Art and design by Corrales Otero. See you next week, and remember, the truth is out there.